Hey there everybody, Professor Cloud here with our next episode of Professor Builds a Satisfactory. If any of you watched the previous episode, you know that I made some mistakes. I even called it out after editing the video. The fuel that I tried to use for the new drone ports was not going to work. Now, I was a little pissed off simply because the game really doesn't tell you. It just says drones use fuel. At least I haven't been able to find. Anyway, let me rephrase. I haven't been able to find where the game will tell you what specific types of fuel it accepts. I already messed up once trying to use coal. That didn't work. It needed liquid fuel, so why not liquid biofuel? Anyway, I did a little bit of research on the Reddit subreddit, and there have been some solutions posted out there for how to get fuel to other drones from a liquid production. Now, we have liquid production running over near the plastics, so there is a potential there that we could turn that into a larger facility and then send fuel to different locations. That's definitely a thought. I think what we're going to do, though, in this episode is clean up the mess that I made in the last one, the stuff that I definitely need to remove. We're also going to set up the rubber production because we need that. Otherwise, we can't. I need to get the stuff being produced over at nitrogen before I worry about the fuel. So we're going to go clean up. I also had a thought about water. Yes, I still don't like the way that water is being handled. However, I think I have a possible workaround for how I can leverage it a little bit better with respect to the aluminum production. So let's go ahead and jump in and we'll talk through what we're going to clean up in this episode, and then that'll lead us into hopefully a better position for future episodes. Okay, we are here at the hub, and the first thing that we're going to do here is this. Okay, so this now has power from our grid directly. I don't need to use any of that anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and move all of this over. Okay, so that was the very first thing. Very small thing. It is still working on some stuff. I don't really know what stuff it's working on at the moment, to be completely honest, because I don't remember what I put in there, but it does have a ticket. Okay. Let's head back to where we created the liquid biofuel, or set up the creation of the liquid biofuel. Let's take care of that first. We're going to clean all of this up. We're then going to head to the oil fields. I'm going to set up, at a bare minimum, a storage unit for packaged liquid fuel. I'm just going to call it oil fuel for now, for lack of a better term. The game just calls it liquid fuel because there is apparently turbo fuel, and then there's things that you can use uranium to create and stuff like that. As I said, I pulled some stuff up on the wiki as well as looking at the subreddit. Down here. Okay. So all of this can go away. And I'll clean up there in a little bit. I'm going to leave these platforms here simply because I think, I don't know, maybe there's going to be a use for them later. I don't know. Okay, and then as far as the water is concerned, number one, I don't need this splitter anymore. So that's going to change how much is in the overall... Oops. Yeah, so that's now 57. For some reason, though, it breaks here. And to me, I don't understand why this goes to 24.8. Unless it's simply because of the upward slant. But it shouldn't be more than half. What I think is possible, however... That's 8. That's 14. And that's 6. Yeah, see, this is what's really weird. No, those numbers don't add up to 50-something. What I think is a potential, or at least something that I want to try, is running one pipe directly to this particular water extractor, and one to this one, so that each gets their own water extractor, and seeing how that works. Because we've got a splitter. The thing is this is being counted as a splitter. It's not a combiner. It's not a merger, in other words. And I think that's part of the problem. Or it's acting. I don't know. I don't know. It's very frustrating, I gotta be honest. However, this is not my biggest issue right now. So let's worry about the bigger issues. Oh, I need to... Let me clean these up. Yeah, figured as much. I was just thinking we could potentially package the Illumina solution and then take the Illumina solution to the Fix-It to get turned into tickets. Or even create a Fix-It, you know, stand up a Fix-It here to do that. That might be a solution. It still would require some manual intervention because of the need for the empty packages, or the empty whatever they're called. But at least that would keep the aluminum production running smoothly. Alright, that's something to think about. I'm not prepared to do it at the moment because I'm not sure how I would do it. But, yeah, I'm not sure how we would do it, but I think we could potentially use that platform to do it right there. Okay, oops, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to get up onto this platform so that I could use the platform. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Okay. I wonder if this is full yet. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to oil. And so that I can get those drones... Actually, getting the drones running isn't that big of a thing at the moment because they don't have... The facility that's creating the fused... The blender that's setting up the fused modular frames That one, I think, is ready to go. But the other one needs rubber, so I think we need to set up rubber production before we worry too much more about getting the drones running. So let's head over to the oil fields. We're going to take advantage of the extra nodes that are coming off of the pressurizer and figure out how to get as much rubber production out of them as possible on the backside of that little island. Now, how we're going to get rubber over there, that's a different story. One, one problem at a time. The solution for fuel that was given on the subreddit, and especially considering I have not been able to find any additional oil anywhere else nearby, was to basically set up fuel production, which we're already doing, but then have a drone take that to each of your drone ports to keep refilling the fuel. Now, the only way that that would happen is you would have to set up a smart splitter to pull each thing separately from the output of the drone port, so that the fuel would go correctly into the fuel port. But it's certainly something that I could see being done. Okay. So we have 2 impure ports right here, or input nodes right here. We then also have a normal node and a pure node right here. So we have 4 total nodes. But what we're going to need to do is set up the same production that we did for plastic over here. So that took 2 normals. And then they're running power shards to increase production. I'm betting we can probably run we'll take the normal onto its own refinery and then take the pure and split it across 2 refineries. I think that's the right way to go. I hope I have all the pieces for this. I'll bet I don't have the pieces for this. I'm going to probably have to go back. And then we can take the output and produce rubber. As well as power, for that matter. Okay, I see what I did. Alright, let me set up a couple of the resource well extractors. Alright, so we're going to want one to go probably this way, that way. Okay, so there's those. Okay. 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 Now then, we want a refinery. Alright, and then this is going to be producing rubber and fuel. We can send the fuel in to okay, yeah, that's right. We need the third refinery to actually create, turn the heavy residue into, or the heavy, yeah, okay, the heavy oil residue into actual fuel. That's right. It's a two-step process. Oops. Okay, so that's at 29 cubic. Well, all right, we'll see. That one needs 30. Alright, let me stand up the second refinery. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. Alright, and then you're also going to be heavy. Put the splitter here. Or I'm actually using it more as a merger than I am a splitter. Now the rubber, we have two pieces of rubber, one that can go. I think what I'm going to do is merge them. I'm trying to figure out, because I don't have any rubber refilling the dimensional depot at the moment. And that's something that I want to make sure to have. Alright, let's go this way. So this is going to be residual fuel. And then I think the best thing yeah, see, this only needs 3 cubic meters. which means that I can overclock this big time. Okay. I don't like doing that, but... Alright, so then this is going to be producing fuel. We might be able to overclock this. We're actually getting enough heavy oil residue. Alright, so I'm going to go... What am I missing? Copper, copper sheeting. Okay. All right, we'll let that run. We're gonna make a trip back to the to aluminum production, because there is copper storage there. I didn't realize I was this low on copper sheeting. And then the last thing that I'll do is set up the storage for the liquid fuel. And then I'm going to make sure to grab 100 each to take to those 2 drone ports, so that we can get stuff being sent. Then when it comes to the rubber, remember I have an entire supersized storage unit that is just chock-a-block full of rubber at the moment. So I can just manually grab a bunch of that and take it over. It's not the best solution, but at least it gets us started and gets things crafting. Copper wire. Here it is. Okay, there's that. Oh, one of the things I wanted to do real quickly is see where we are. 35. God, we have not made much more progress. I feel like something's wrong. High-speed connectors are still being slow. I need 100 computers, so I'm going to take 50 here real quick. And I'm going to put in summer sloops to double the production. There's no point in overclocking it because they'll just require more components. Why are high-speed connectors being so slow. According to this, it's cables. Whereas this is held up on cables. Oops. Yeah. Alright, I think I may know why. 30 and 30. Perhaps 60 per minute. So it's sending 30 per minute. Oh, plus those that are going up. This actually might be the problem. They're not getting evenly distributed. And I don't think I'm producing enough. Yeah, I think that's another part of the problem. I may need to set up additional cable production to make this run a little more smoothly. And I've got 2 additional abilities to do that right here, is sending both of these and creating copper wire and cable. And then maybe the cable comes from here for the high-speed connectors. Yeah, I think that's what needs to get done. Okay, I'm sorry for this, but I'm going to do this right now, because this is actually more important. Okay. You need 2 constructors, and then 2 constructors. That I have this messed up, but it is what it is. Just hope I can do this. What? Oh, for God's sakes. Of course I'm going to flip them the wrong direction. Wire. Okay. And then I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to, let's see. Put a merger down. Okay, so this should now send 60 per minute cables into here. And if I really wanted to, I could put those into a storage unit. However, I think that by me removing this from this side of the cable production, that storage unit that's connected may actually start to fill up. Okay, yeah, this is better. Okay, this is excellent. Okay, now let's get back to what we were trying to accomplish. Okay, back to rubber production. Not really sure why that was there. And apparently, the facility is so full of plastic over where we're creating the supercomputers, and the drone's not doing anything. Wow, I didn't expect that to happen. But I suppose I shouldn't be terribly surprised. I did really stack up on a lot of plastic to the point of where we might actually be able to reverse the plastic production that's over here and turn it back to rubber. Because now, unfortunately, we're not getting any power from over there. So yeah, we may want to do that. We may want to do that. All right, but let me solve one problem at a time. And I don't have enough. Why is this so hard? Okay. Power, dual power. I've got to get this connected. Okay. I know you all are going to be shaking your head at this, but I just feel the need. I'm sorry. Alright, now I've got to do something with all the rubber. And this is what I'm not sure of how to do. Alright, so... Let's do this. Just want to make that look a little bit cleaner. All right, can I put a merger there? It says it doesn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, okay, hold on. I got an idea. Yeah, okay. Oh, for God's sakes. I think this will work. Okay, there we go. And then we can go from here. Now, let me see how much these are producing. 40 per minute. Okay, so no. This needs to be a Mark II. Okay, now we need to get this to... Not perfect, but that's okay. Alright, let's create... I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put a splitter here. Build is the dimensional depot over here that has the rubber. It is. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna leave it there. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna change all of this back over to rubber. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Again. Okay, so I don't need a splitter after all. What I do need is a big-ass storage unit. That's a technical term, by the way. Actually, you know what? Let's turn it. Let's make it go this way. There we go. Alright, that'll keep that running for now. Until I can do something with this. Alright, so that's going to collect rubber. Alright. Okay. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to wrap up the episode by getting the stuff produced over at nitrogen. So, now, I'm not done here. Let's be 1,000% honest. I am not done here. Ooh. This is not producing fuel anymore. That's why the... Oh, crap. That's why the... Nothing... Okay. Is it because of this? No. Or is it? That's exactly why it is. I'm going to need to change... what I do here with this heavy oil residue. I wonder if there's a way... Why wouldn't there... Hold on a minute, what? Oh, that one's producing something different. I would need to... Oh, okay, I see. What I need to do is put this into another refinery to turn it into fuel. And then combine that together Yeah, okay. Alright, I know what I need to do now. I need to change how all of this works. And then I think I also need to change where the plastic for all of this is coming from. All right, we're gonna have to think about that. And that blows. It really blows because this can't produce fuel anymore. Because it stopped producing plastic. However, what just happened? Yeah, this has got no fuel running through it. Because this one's polymer resin doesn't have any place to go. Yeah, I'm going to have to change how this works. Here comes the drone. Hopefully it takes some plastic away. To get things back up and moving again. There we go. I don't know how much it's taking. I guess it's probably going to try and take as much as it can carry. I would guess. Man, it sucked up all that fuel. But the good news is this is now producing fuel again. But it's not getting to. Yeah, I'm going to need to turn that heavy oil residue into into fuel. I'm absolutely going to need to do that just to make sure to keep this power running, but it's still, I mean, it's not an issue that I have. They designed it this way to make it more enjoyable, I suppose, but the interconnectedness of all of the oil stuff can make the design very tedious, in my opinion. Again, that's, you know, part of the fun of this, I suppose. Yeah, this isn't able to produce any... I don't understand why this isn't able to produce any packaged fuel. It says it's not getting any, but yet... How much is this producing anyway? It's producing 4. You know what? I think I see how I can fix this. And it means I'm not going to get back to the nitrogen fields today. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Alright, this is plastic and heavy oil residue. And this one I'm going to change to the same. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to combine the heavy oil residue to create fuel to send to the generator, and we're going to create the plastics merge the plastics into a single constructor. Now, one thing that does mean is that this is no longer going to be needed. I'll worry about the rest of that in a second. Alright, so let's put a splitter here. No, wrong place. I'm going to put a splitter here. Nope. Needs to be further away. Okay. 18. Okay. Now from here, trying to figure out the best way to do this based on what space we have here, because I need another refinery. And then the output, though, okay, the output's going to need to be yep, I know. I don't know how I blew a fuse, though, to be completely honest. This is going to be fuel. I think it's because I just broke the circuit to that. Yeah. Well, that's weird. I actually didn't blow a fuse. That's very... I don't know. Okay. Alright, now I have to do something with the plastic, obviously. So we need a constructor first. Nope, that's not going to work. Actually, I need a merger first. Okay. Alright, constructor, constructor, constructor. Oh. Empty canisters. Okay, then we need to combine fuel from heat. Nope, that's heavy residue. This is fuel. Yeah, this is where things get a little weird for me, because what I'm going to probably have to do is change... to say that... let me put a splitter. This is supposed to be producing 6 cubic meters, and that needs 4. Are these not working? Oh, I don't have any power to them. Power to here. Okay, so that's now creating packaging. Now I just need fuel production, which means I need a pack. The problem is I don't think I'm producing enough fuel. I'm going to actually create the packager, I think, right here. Yeah, this is the one. I don't understand why the... Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to do it this way then. Yeah, it's the one thing I don't understand why the... packager's input port has to be up top. Alright, how many are these producing? 60 per minute, okay. I now need power, which I should be able to get from there. Oh. Why is it doing that? Oh, I didn't know it did that. That's interesting. When you tab through the different power poles, it actually switches over to power cables for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. And we want packaged fuel. Has... What? Oh. Why does it not have any fuel? Yeah, it's not getting 2 cubic meters of fuel. Yeah, and we're back to a full scenario again. Alright, let me wait and let that run for a bit. Pretty sure that was only for the water. So yeah, now... Oh. The animals are back. Why are they back? Oh, because the train's not there anymore. So what my thought process was that if I put a storage unit like right here, I could then collect the packaged fuel, but I don't... It just doesn't make any sense to me why... It's because this is never getting enough fuel. That's because it's producing 4 cubic meters. And this needs 4 cubic meters. No, it only needs 1. And that needs 2. So this should be fine. This stopped producing because it, yep. This is the problem that you keep running into then, is how do you fix it when it stops itself? Well, one thing I could do is run the excess plastic over to there, but as you can see, that doesn't even help necessarily. Yeah, because this still isn't producing packaged fuel. Yeah, and this is now stopped. Yeah, this interconnectedness is really... These are producing plastic, but they're not producing heavy oil residue anymore. They only produce 1 cubic meter each. That's why. This is where... Okay. Okay, and then what I probably need to do is run that to a storage unit as well to try and give myself enough buffer. Alright, now I need to put the power back. Oh. When I broke the power chain, I forgot to restart the oil refinery. Oh my god, I'm such a moron. Oh wow, no wonder everything stopped working. I'm now wondering if I didn't need to actually double up on any of this. I'm pretty sure I do. This still isn't producing fuel. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just not getting enough fuel to get packaged. It's almost as if... Let me see how much... I mean... 2.7... This needs 6 to produce 4. thing is we only need one for the... This is producing one. I actually need summer sloops for these, not overclocking. I actually think overclocking might be causing a problem. It's producing more plastic. That's great, but it's not producing... It's producing 2 per minute. Yeah, so the flow rate's 30 some odd per minute. I don't think this is ever producing. It's not. Alright, we're going to have to figure this out another time because we are way past where we need to be from a timing perspective on the... Yeah, I've got to fix all of this because plastic production has completely come to a halt. Plastic delivery has come to a halt, which means everything at the other facility has come to a halt. Damn it. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have 2 refineries. No. I should be using one of the refineries to create fuel. Straight fuel. And the other one to create plastic. And then the polymer resin I also turn into plastic via the water. I have to go back to that model again. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to redo all of this again. I'm really sorry. I just keep making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. I'm not making any progress. I'm getting frustrated with myself. I'm not getting frustrated with the game. I'm getting frustrated with myself for not coming up with the solutions. In any case, as always, if you have been enjoying the content, God help you. Please hit that like, subscribe, or comment button, and hopefully I'll see you in a future episode.